Okay, hi, this is Lorccán. I had a question about transitions, transitions from shot to shot. And I get a lot of questions about this from newer fighters. How do I do this to this to this to this? Said it in the other video, but there's nothing wrong with throwing one shot, recovering fully, throwing the next shot, recovering fully. It's a good approach. It works. There is more that you can do. And recovery is usually the missing part of making any given shot work. Either that or it's reloading. And I'll kind of explain. If I am attacking my opponent offside to the head, I can recover and then throw the next shot and recover, throw the next shot and recover, and so on. If I'm practicing the shot on Pell, the shot's not done until it's fully recovered. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That's the complete shot, not that. That's only halfway. If I've left it out there, I'm in danger. I'm exposed. I've got my arm hanging out. I'm not doing myself any favors there. I've got to practice what to do from there. And recovery is not the only thing to do, but it's the basic. It's the thing that'll keep you safest, longest, get you through the most fights best. The next option is reloading. What this is strike and move in. Looks a lot like I've recovered in a way. The difference is instead of bringing the sword back, I've brought myself to the sword. This sets me up to throw other shots. Either one of those will work well. Moving into a reload is usually much better for taking the offense in a situation. It can also be used as the defense. If I throw this shot and have to pull back, well, hey, I've recovered. But that's a less common application. What's usually more important is the offense version. In either case, I'm relaxing and I'm getting my hand back closer to my shoulder. All my shots normally start out close to my shoulder so that it's easy to control the blade. I often fight from a hanging guard, still keeping my hand relatively close to my shoulder so that I can easily get the weapon moving and change its direction. Whether I draw it back or step into it, it gets the same job done. I'm also relaxing every time. When I step in and I throw this forehand shot, I let my hand relax, I let my arm relax. If I want to transition to, let's say, an offside leg, relaxing is what lets that happen. If I'm here, I'm stiff, the mechanics are terrible. The shot is slow and stiff. It doesn't actually hit with as much power. It ends more as a push instead of as a strike. And pushes don't typically win fights. If they do, your opponent's being very generous. Checking the notes. In general, you want to use your feet to get you where you can throw whatever it is you want to throw. And I can do this with straight shot, recovery, step. I can also do it with reloading. Which is better depends partly on what will occupy your opponent's attention, keep them concerned, and keep them busy guarding and not busy killing you. And part of it is going to depend on what you need to do, what you know how to do. If I get here and I don't know how to throw a good leg wrap, I haven't really done myself much of a favor. I've got to set myself up for what works for me. If I'm still learning, and I'd be better recovering here so that I can throw a forehand to that leg, then do that. One of the advantages to reloading is closing the line. So if I throw a shot at my opponent, even if they block it, my sword's in the way of anything coming at me this way. It's not here, I've got to cover that with my shield, but it's in their way. If I recover here, now things are opening back up. I'm still maintaining a good guard, but I'm leaving that line open, giving them the opportunity to throw something. If I throw here and close in, I've kept it closed. I've kept it in the way. I've made life a little tougher for them to throw back. I have more to say on the subject, but it's gonna have to wait. The bottom line is going to come down to the 1 through 6 drill that Duke Sean teaches in one of his videos, because it's about connecting the dots. I have more dots on my belt, but we're still basically dealing with target 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3 and 4 if I want to work on armpits instead of low body, and then 5 and 6 for the just above the knee, lower available target on the thigh. And as you work through it, you throw 1, then you figure out, okay, how can I throw that next shot at 1 again? What am I going to do? Well, I can just recover fully and throw the same thing. That's one option. I can also throw it and change the angle. And that allows me to reload a little bit more comfortably. I can throw 1 and recover this way, and throw here, changing my angle slightly, changing what my opponent's seeing and what I'm defending. But that's the sort of thing that drill is there for you to work through, to practice and to test and to see what works for you. There are more than one way to throw every combination that drill will work you through. And you have to figure out which ones work with your shield, your body, and your stance, or stances. And I do recommend strongly working on starting out of range, striking, come into range, and then recovering out of range. Naturally, it's going to be 2-shot combinations, but the idea is still the same. It's still throw the shot, throw the next shot, recover out of range. That'll make sure that you don't get into the habit of 1, 2, hey, that was cool, hitting the head, which is embarrassing. Again, if you have questions, please let me know.